channel, Carl's Travel, Cruise and Sightseeing channel. What update can I share with you? Well, it's 11 o'clock on Wednesday the 17th of December 2025. So what update can I share with you? Well, as I said at the end of the Peak Wildlife Park series, which is now finished, and I also said it in an earlier stream this afternoon, there will be a travel blog coming next month in January 2026, and we are off to a brand new holiday destination. Okay, it's not Croatia this time. Well, we can't go there until at least spring anyway. It's not Benidorm, okay, it's Tenerife. So that is where I'm going to be heading, Puerto de la Cruz. Now, I have mentioned it on other videos, so I've just booked it through TUI because Jet2's prices are absolutely ridiculous, even though it's term time, because all the kids will be going back to school after the Christmas holidays in the beginning of January. So I've left it a couple of weeks. So because I had my 9 days approved from work, I've been able to book a holiday, and thankfully I won't have to travel to Manchester Airport, even though I was toying with the idea of doing that. But I managed to get a deal on TUI's website not long ago. In fact, I didn't use TUI's website. I downloaded the TUI app on the phone and booked it through the phone and managed to pay through Apple Pay. And I'm also going to be going from East Midlands Airport, as I've said. So I've managed to find a car park on there. So I'll be going to Midstay 3, which I have used before when I went on to Benidorm a couple of years ago. And we also used it when we went on the Morello Explorer 2 a couple of years ago, when we went on a cruise to surprise my auntie and uncle. Hello to you, Wayne. So just some news. There is a new travel blog coming next month, and I've just booked Tenerife for next month. So literally a month to go, just about, and I'll be jetting off with TUI from East Midlands over to Tenerife South Airport and heading to Puerto de la Cruz, which is in the north of the island, behind Mount Teide. It's one of the cities on the island, but it's split into 3 parts. You've got Punta Brava, which is where the Loro Park is, which I will be visiting. That is the large zoo and animal park. And also you've got the old town of Puerto de la Cruz, which is where the hotel is. And also you've got the modern city. There is also a botanical gardens there as well, so I'll be visiting that. It costs €3 to go in there and have a look around that. It's about a 30-minute walk from the hotel. To get to the zoo at the Loro Park, there is a land train which goes from the promenade and it takes you straight to the zoo. So that is next month's travel blog. Not Benidorm. That will happen next year at some point. This is Tenerife, okay? So we'll be heading over to the Canary Islands, okay? So I've never been to this resort before. I've never holidayed in Tenerife before, so I'm really looking forward to it. The temperature apparently is around 22 to 24 degrees. Either way, it's going to be better weather than here, believe me, okay? So whatever the situation, it's going to be warmer than the UK because the Canary Islands are right down next to Africa. So it's quite a distance from the Spanish and Portuguese coast. It's about a 4-hour, 15-minute flight from the UK, and you go directly down over France or the Bay of Biscay, and you go straight down the Atlantic over into Tenerife. You usually land coming around the back of the island, and you can see Mount Teide, which is the largest volcano in Europe, or one of the largest volcanoes in Europe, and it is still very active. You can also do trips up to Teide as well on a cable car, and you can also do a nighttime one where they take you up there and you can observe the stars. Trust me, it's an interesting excursion. It costs about €80 to do it, but it's a 9-hour excursion. They can pick you up from your hotel or nearby. You get treated to a slap-up meal, 3-course dinner and wine. You also get to celebrate the sunset as well with a glass of wine, and you get taken up into the mountain to basically see all the stars. It looks an amazing excursion. Whether I can do that, I don't know, but I'll be visiting the Loro Park, which is the largest zoo in Europe, or one of the largest zoos in Europe anyway, but it's a bit like Mundamar and Terra Natura in Benidorm, as I've said on other videos, because you can watch dolphins and even orcas, or killer whales, and you've also got sea lions and parrots, because the word loro in Spanish is parrot, so basically it's parrot park. And there's 4,000 different types of parrots in this zoo, and it's also got the largest shark tunnel as well, and a massive aquarium with a large shark tunnel where you've got stingrays and sharks swimming above you. I mean, if you go to like the Sea Life Centre in Blackpool, you've got a rough idea what I mean when you go through that little tunnel. But this one in this park is massive. They've also got one of Europe's largest penguin enclosures as well. They've got capybaras, they've got white tigers, they've got chimps, they've got tamarins, they've got anteaters, they've got all sorts of other animals there. But it is well known for its dolphin, sea lion and orca and parrot shows. It's about €44 to go in, but I'm willing to pay that because I've never been, and at the end of the day it's going to be something different to take you guys to see, and there will be lots of live streams and lots of footage. Okay, there's lots of little plazas that you can visit in Puerto de la Cruz as well. There's lots of interesting shops. There's also the ale hop shop like you get in Benidorm, that's there as well. I'll be flying over with TUI. I've selected my seat, so I've got a whole row to myself going out. I think it's row 11A or something like that, and then I've got 12F coming back, which is the right hand side of the plane. Again, a whole row all to myself, which is brilliant for takeoff and landing. So there'll be lots of videos, plus the security at East Midlands Airport. You don't take your liquids out or your electricals, so that will be good as well. I'm going in the middle of January, so around a month's time from now, so it's on the app at the moment. So I will give the dates nearer to the time, because also in January it's the anniversary of my grandma's death, so I'm actually going to go roughly around that sort of time, and it'll be 11 years in January since the loss of my grandma. But at the end of the day, because of stuff that I've been through the last few weeks as well, I just want to switch off basically, and it's also to use my 9-day holiday allowance from work, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So make sure you all hit that subscribe button, because there are going to be loads of videos coming your way from Tenerife. Again, I've not had a holiday there. I've only been there on a cruise, which was in March of this year. There will be another travel blog coming up in March as well, because I've got some more holiday to use at the end of March. But this is next year now, so we're literally a couple of weeks away from January 2026. So it's getting very close. So I've got to do the API online, which will be putting my passport information in, and then I'll be packing my suitcase. And basically doing a luggage tag, which I can do my own. So and I'll be checking to make sure all my toiletries are in there and sun cream and everything as well. So all that will be done in the coming days. Okay, so I just thought I would share this exciting update that there will be a brand new travel blog coming next month. I'm looking forward to going. I've been watching lots of videos on YouTube of other people that have been to Tenerife and that have been to Puerto de la Cruz as well. And there's also a water park nearby as well, because I know somebody that spent a lot of her time in Tenerife, and she says, oh yeah, go and visit the Loro Park. And the new entry exit system, Wayne, yes, that will still be in place. It's still in place now. So whether that works when I get there, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it will, because when I went to Benidorm last month, it didn't. I still had to have my passport stamped both ends, in and out of Alicante Airport, which was Spain. So I reckon in the Canary Islands, Tenerife South particularly, because that's where all the holidaymakers go, you will have to have your passport done, but you'll have your fingerprint photograph taken. There are 2 airports on Tenerife. There's Los Rodios in the north, which is basically for mainland Spain flights, but the one in the south is for holidaymakers. So you get TUI, Jet2, EasyJet, Ryanair, all those flights go into Tenerife South. It's got 1 runway, but it's a very busy airport. So, and it's about a 90-kilometre journey to Puerto de la Cruz from the airport as well by coach. So it's about an hour drive. But you go up a motorway and then round the back of the mountains. So I'm sure it'll be a lovely trip. It's a morning flight from East Midlands, so I get there mid-afternoon. So I reckon by tea time I'll be at the hotel. The hotel is situated opposite a nice little square with a 17th century church. There's also lots of seating area. There's lots of bars, tapas bars. It's about a 5-10 minute walk to the promenade and that direct to the right of the hotel, and then also I can get that land train or the local bus which goes to the Loro Park Zoo. I may visit there on the Wednesday or the Thursday, but there will be lots of places to look around as well. So I'm really looking forward to going. I've never been to Tenerife for a holiday before, so it's somewhere different to go, because people do get fed up at the same places. Not that I do, because I don't. That's why I keep going back to them, like Dubrovnik and Benidorm. I love going back to those places, and Dubrovnik will happen in the spring, because I will go back to the Hotel Vis where I always stay. But this is a brand new travel blog for next year, so please hit that subscribe button at CarlSmith25, and I'll be posting more updates in the coming days and weeks. Okay, and I will probably do a video as well like this going through the luggage. okay, just explain it, because I've got a new case since that last video I did in April. I've got a new case, so I'm going to make sure that's packed and ready for going. But I'm going to put my passport details in now. I've got quite a lot of documents to print off, including the insurance. I've used Top Dog. It's come to about £16 for the insurance. I got 20% off the car park as well at East Mids. So for about £64, I've got basically 7 days worth of parking. So I don't need to leave home at the crack of dawn, like at 3 in the morning. I won't need to go at that time because the flight's it's before lunch. And it's only a 40-minute drive from here to East Midlands anyway. So I'll be able to go to work as normal the night before, and then come home, have a shower, have something to eat, and maybe go to bed a little bit. Probably get to bed about 12:30, something like that, and have about 6 hours sleep. And I will need to. And then I've got a 4-hour, 20-minute flight over to Tenerife South, and then I'll head to the resort of Puerto de la Cruz. So anyway, I'm going to put the links in the description under this video of the Loro Park, so you can have a look at that, and also the botanical gardens as well, and also bits on Tenerife. So please take a look. But at CarlSmith25 to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. So I thought I would share this exciting update and continue to watch the Peak Wildlife Park series as well, because there will be other blogs coming next year as well, not just the travel one. I will return to the Churnit Valley Railway in March, and of course and I'll go to Twycross Zoo as well, because I want to go and see the capybaras at Twycross Zoo. So some point in January, before I go to Tenerife, as long as the weather's reasonable, I will have a trip over to Twycross Zoo and go and see these new capybaras, because they've got 4 of them there, 4 boys, okay? So I will get over to Twycross Zoo as well. So that's at least a blog to start 2026, but the travel blog will be Tenerife. I'm looking forward to going. I really am looking forward to going. I've been watching loads of videos on YouTube and leaving comments for the people that have put videos on, including the Map Master, but he hasn't really done a video from Puerto de la Cruz. He's gone to Los Cristianos, but he does go Tenerife quite a lot. But he hasn't been to where I'm going specifically. He's been once, I think, on one of his videos, but it was during COVID, so because he got a mask on. But generally, I'm going to be watching more videos on YouTube and of the Loro Park. It looks absolutely amazing. It's set in a lovely area of loads of palm trees and exotic plants. There's loads of places to sit. There's loads of animals to see. It's a massive zoo, and I tell you what, it's going to be worth every single euro. So, and it's a good job I've booked it this week, because I'm paid this week as well from work, and what I've just paid, I'll be glad to get paid, to be honest. And I get paid before I go on holiday next month as well. So I'll be getting my euros sorted next month as well. I'll get them from work, because I can get a colleague discount or club card prices, whatever you call it. So they do a pretty good deal. So that's going to be it. So Tenerife, here we come in 2026. 1 month to go. Hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next videos for more updates. Thank you for watching, and I thank you all for your support this year as well in helping me get to 1 million views. See you guys in the next video.